Hello, welcome to advertising on YouTube. In comparison to advertising online across other mediums such as Facebook or using Google AdWords to reach people on a cost per click bid basis where clicks can become more expensive due to the bidding process, advertising on YouTube is a very economical way to get the word out about your products or services. For only about 2 to 3 cents a click, you are in business with people viewing your ads. There are some challenges with advertising through this medium, however. The first of which is that you often will have to create a video advertisement as opposed to just an image you post with a clickable component that allows the viewer to learn more about the product and purchase it. Video advertising means you have to get more creative, and that can be a barrier for some, but it really does not have to be as difficult as you might think. For example, when people traditionally think of creating videos, they think of capturing movement and action, just like you would see on a TV advertisement or in a movie. This is an expensive and time-consuming way to create an ad, but you really don't have to be that elaborate if you don't want to. To explain, you can also create ads using tools like Microsoft PowerPoint or even just using JPEG images. What you do is find or create slides or images you would like people to see, put them in a sequence using a video editing tool. By the way, many of these are purchasable for less than $100, and there are even some shareware ones out there that you can obtain, including one you can use that's found on YouTube itself. Then you will create a voice recording using an audio editor to improve the quality of it as required. The audio spans the time you allow people to view all the collective images that you have sequenced, and your audio then, coupled with these images, becomes your sales pitch. You get to say what you want about the product and the audio with the images popping up as you go through your narrative, and this becomes your video ad. You then intersperse YouTube annotations and cards that contain your links, and you can send people to your websites and sales signups pages or to other YouTube playlists or videos that you would like them to view. Once uploaded to YouTube, you can go into editing mode and click on the promote button to get the word 2 to 3 cents a paid click. So now you don't have to spend a lot on an advertising video unless you want to, which opens up YouTube as an advertising platform for everyone, including those running small at-home or online businesses. So now let's talk about the different ways that you can advertise using the YouTube platform. First, you create your own video and upload it to YouTube, to your own channel and playlist, and then promote it, as I've already discussed above. One trick to consider that is if you do not monetize your ad video, you don't run the risk of someone else's ad being placed on or around yours, and thus having your potential customer become siphoned off to someone else's site. Second, you can use the YouTube system to advertise on and around your own ad video, just as if you were an external advertiser advertising on your video. This is kind of a double whammy approach to advertising, but some advertisers like to do this for the added advertising power you can build around the video content. And this strategy does work to gain more clicks from more viewers, but it does cost you a little more to have the second campaign running alongside the first one. You can also advertise on other creators' videos through one of two methods. First, you can connect with the other creator and strike a deal to have them weave your ad into their creations. This is not the usual approach for this, but it does have the benefit of building collaborations with other creators, and it gets your ad in effect endorsed by the other content creator as well. They make some money directly from you via a side deal, and you gain an endorsement and a higher quality level access to their entire subscriber base, which is in effect target marketing for you in niches you want to promote your product or products in. The second method, of course, is to use the YouTube marketing system to place ads on and around the videos of other creators who have monetized their content. Less targeting ability this way and no creator endorsement opportunities, but it is certainly a cheap way to get the word out. You can also purchase space and run banner ads across the YouTube site. Their preferred size for these banner ads, by the way, is 300 by 250 pixels. These ads will appear on many viewing pages and are not specifically tied to your channel or playlist. If you are a bigger advertiser or are willing to take on the additional costs, you are also able to create other more targeted ads with YouTube, but you would then be working with a YouTube sales representative to negotiate these ads. One type of ad in this category that is gaining more and more traction these days is advertising directly against the YouTube mobile platform offering. YouTube is now working with advertisers to create offerings specifically targeting this space. This article presents just an overview of the types of options available to you with respect to advertising on YouTube. One of the options that I find particularly exciting is that of collaborating with YouTube content creators directly to have them promote my content, my ads, in their video creation. It is more work to achieve ad placements of this nature, so not too many go after it. But if you think about it, if you pick the right creators, sort of like betting on the right horse in a horse race, and their videos tend to go viral, getting lots and lots of views over time, you will be taken along for the ride, and your ads will be seen over and over again as these videos are watched over the years. So don't lose sight of this idea. It could be fun to try to make this work with someone if you have the right type of product and you can build the right creator relationships. In any event, YouTube is out there waiting for you to promote your ads economically to its millions of viewers. You just have to pick the strategy you want to employ to get your ads out in the public domain. That's all for now. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to this lecture which I title, How to Create a YouTube Playlist. From the business awareness, backlink, and traffic generation perspectives, playlists will help you grow and rapidly become an authority figure in your business niche. So be sure to watch this video all the way through to learn why. Light bulbs will go off for you. Creating a YouTube playlist is done from within the Creator Studio account of your YouTube channel. Under the Video Manager menu on the left side of your screen, you will see the menu option of Playlists. Clicking on that option shows you your existing playlists on the right side of the screen. Look towards the top of the screen and you will see a button titled Plus New Playlist. Press that button and a window appears asking you to enter a title name for your playlist. While it is entirely up to you what title name you want to enter, I advise that you think in terms of keywords or keyword phrases that people might be searching for on YouTube, as this title would then be a perfect match for those searches. So a little keyword analysis on your part might be a good idea to do first prior to setting up your playlist. For this lecture, I am choosing to use the playlist title of How to Find a New Business Niche. People like to search on the phrase how to on YouTube, so I have built that into the title. You have three types of playlists that you can create. Public playlists allow all to view the content within the playlist, and it will appear when searched for on the YouTube and Google search engines. Unlisted means that if someone knows it is there and knows the link to it, usually sent to them by you, then they can view the content as well. And private means that only you can access and view the videos within the playlist. Pressing the Create button brings up the following screen showing the new playlist with no videos included inside. The first thing that you will want to do on reaching this screen is to edit it by pressing the Edit button. A new edit window appears, and I usually like to start by editing the description area for the playlist. This description area is an important part of the setup of your playlist, as it can also help you get found within YouTube and Google when keyword searches are being done by video viewers. So take care as to the words and phrases that you enter here, particularly the first 1 to 2 sentences of the description, as it is those words that YouTube will search for when rendering results that searchers make. A second very useful thing that you can do here is place a URL link somewhere in the first 2 lines that bring people to your business where you can make a sale or connection to them of some sort, as these links will show up and be clickable to end users viewing the playlist. So keep this additional tip in mind. It will bring you business. After I fill out my description area, I want to add videos to the playlist. You are totally free to add your own videos that you create and those others have created that you have found elsewhere on YouTube. All you need is your YouTube link code to enter them into your playlist. Pressing the Add Videos button brings up a new window with 3 options that you can use to find and add videos. First, you do a search on YouTube to find possible videos for inclusion through the first option. Secondly, if you know the YouTube video link code, you can just add it to the inclusion line using the URL option. And lastly, you can bring up a list of all your own videos that you can view and choose whether or not to enter them to this playlist. I have chosen the Your YouTube Videos option for this lecture, and by pressing the top menu option, it brought up a list of all the videos that I have on YouTube that I can choose from. I selected the first 2 videos on the list that appear as being relevant to this playlist and clicked the Add Videos button to bring them in. That's all there is to it. You now have an active new playlist that you can go out and find other videos or create other videos to add to it. The title and description areas will help your content get more easily found online when keyword searching is being done, so you will get more views. Any clicks directly on the link entered within the description area can directly bring people to your site where you can do business with them. And lastly, those viewing a playlist video to completion will automatically be taken to the next video within your playlist. So they will view more of your content, and you'll get credit in your statistics for this additional watch time. Building playlists within your YouTube channel is a very good thing to do to help you build out your authority presence on the internet. Even if you personally have not created any videos at all, as the keyword searching that is being done by others can lead them to your playlist if you have content there. You can gain subscribers and generate business. That's all for this lecture. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to this lecture, which I title Setting Up Your Facebook Business Page. To begin marketing on Facebook, your first step is to create a Facebook business page. One recommendation that I make in this regard, before even starting the setup process, is to do a little keyword research first on Facebook to see what people are searching for in relation to the business niche that you're trying to sell into, and then to be as targeted as you can get in your business page title to what people are searching for and to the products you are trying to sell. If you can tap into what others are putting into the search bar and have your title reflect that, then you will be able to get the hits on your business page that you want to through organic searches being done. Here's an example for you. I recently set up a business page called Coloring Book Online Publishing. The reason I did this and chose this title is because it combines several keyword phrases that do very well on Facebook. Go to the Facebook search bar at the top of your screen and type Coloring Book Publishing, or Coloring Books Online, or Online Book Publishing, or the combined words with hashtags. For example, hashtag coloring books, hashtag coloring book publishing, etc. There are about 90,000 people talking about coloring books online on any given day. A good following, yet there are very few business pages out there with similar names in the titles. So if you build a page with this type of strategy in mind and start using related hashtags in your posts, your page and your posts will start to get found organically. So do your keyword research first and plan out your title carefully, and you will reap the benefits later. The first business page I built, I did not do this, and organically it does not do very well as a result. But I have learned since then to incorporate keyword researching into my setup beforehand, and it really does make a difference in getting found. Okay, so now let's set up your page. First, go to your Facebook account and look for the top blue colored bar across your screen and click on the down arrow at the far right of the screen. Click on the Create Page option to start. A screen will appear that gives you several types of business choices under a title of Create a Page. Select the one that is the closest fit to your business niche and click on that related image. For my example, I selected Brand or Product, and a window appeared that asked me to pick a name for my business page. I entered it here. Note, before you do, also click on the Facebook page terms first to review their business terms. If this is your first time, I recommend copying and pasting these terms into a blank Word document to save and store it on your computer so you can read it at your leisure or whenever you feel like going to sleep. Also on this window is a drop-down Choose Category list. Facebook is helping you target your business here, so choose your category carefully. Pick one that most closely resembles your business. I chose website in my example only because what I am selling does not fit their category list, and I plan to use this page to drive most of my traffic to my website, which is an online training site. That's where I want to earn my revenues, and that's where I want people to go. Press Continue when done, and the next screen you come to is their setup screen. Here you will do two things. At the bottom of this window, enter the web page you want to be sending people to if they click on the website part of your page. And in the middle of your page, you have about 200 characters to play with to describe your business page and what you are about. When you have these two items entered, click Save Info at the bottom of the screen to move to the next setup task. On the next screen, you upload your profile image for your page. You can upload larger images, but Facebook uses a size of 180 by 180 pixels for their icon images. For best results, create something in that size. I like to use a clarity of 300 pixels here. It's nice to have a clear image as opposed to something blurry. Click the next button when you have an image you are happy with, upload it to the site. On the next screen, click the Add to Favorites button, and this business page will be represented on your primary Facebook page as a selection option if you desire to have it shown there. If you don't want it displayed on your primary page, hit the Skip button. The next screen helps Facebook target your page some more. You can enter in the countries, cities, etc. of where you do business, and you can also do some business interests targeting on this screen as well. Entering business categories describe what you are doing with this page. Take your time and do a good job in this. Getting this tightened up will help your actual sales results from this page later on. Okay, so this was the last page in your setup windows. When done, you will be brought to your newly created business page, but you have one thing left to do. Click on the Add a Cover button to add your page background image, which gets displayed across the top of your business page. The pixel dimensions for this image will be 851 by 315. Save your cover photo after uploading it, and this part of your business page setup is done. That's all for this lecture. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to this lecture, which I title Building Brand Awareness with Pinterest. Pinterest is an excellent social media platform for building brand awareness and followers. In very little time, with just a little bit of consistent effort each day, you can build a base of hundreds and even thousands of followers who are regularly apprised of content that you create and publish. Pinterest operates under the structure of boards. You, as an account holder, create content containers, boards, within which you pin related content to the board's title. Content published is usually within the form of graphical images, images and text, and videos. Links to other internet locations can be added at your discretion. As visitors view your content and become interested in learning more, clicking the links you have included can send them to virtually any other online locations that you wish to send them to. Pinterest is an extremely powerful awareness building and linking platform, and managed with a little strategy and creativity, it can bring you many visitors to your other online locations where you can sell and close business with them. It is a great advertising location to showcase the products and services that you sell, and with some more creativity you can make it look like a shopping catalog where interest can be obtained and clicked through from there to your site to where you're actually selling, and this will definitely lead to additional sales. As you begin to build out your Pinterest account, take some time to storyboard out what you want to create in terms of boards and content to regularly bring people to your business offerings. Remember, though, as with any social community, to not just always be selling with everything you post. Those marketers that take the time to bring easily perceived value to those visitors to their boards fare exponentially better in building follower bases and business leads from the Pinterest platform. Be a regular contributor of valuable content within your boards, and you will grow your presence on Pinterest. The next part of growing on the platform is to search for quality content created by others and pin some of these to your boards also. Pinning the content of others helps them to become aware of you, and you'd be amazed at how quickly your personal follower bases will grow as a result. Regularly following other pinners and pinning their content to your boards will, over time, see your Pinterest account grow exponentially. Now let's look at Pinterest usage in more detail. Knowing and using some of the techniques I described below will help you stand out from others on this platform. Pinterest is a platform of some sophistication, and there is in place a developer's tool environment found at the following URL that you can build upon to maximize your Pinterest benefits. The first thing you'll want to do is get the Pinterest provided code snippet that you can drop into the code of your website homepage to get your site verified and synchronized to Pinterest for the future use of what is called rich pins. You only have to do this once to get the two sites connected. This code snippet, along with related installation instructions, can be found at the URL following. Now here's a little bit more about rich pins. Rich pins allow you to provide your content viewers with additional and often bolded metadata on the pin itself. This helps your pins to stand out on a display page from other contributors' pins and provides more usable information to viewers to make decisions on as they view your pins. There are 4 types of rich pins to choose from. These include application, article, recipe, and product. More details on how to set up and use these rich pins can be found at the following URL. Following is an example of an article rich pin which has pulled an image from a contributor's website. And if a person were to click on that image within a posted Pinterest board, it would take the viewer back to the full article on the originating site. Notice that Pinterest has inserted a title in bold at the top of the pin. This will help it stand out on a Pinterest display page from other pins. Also pulled into the display of the image and lifted from that web page's metadata is source information about the content, description information, and a Read It button. You can make your pins stand out the same way for your Pinterest posts. Metadata property code snippets, which you get templates for from Pinterest via the links I provided above, will allow you to build this rich pin content into your own posts to stand out and get you more user visits to your own website. So be sure to experiment with it yourself. Product rich pins work in a similar fashion, but these pins must link back directly to a web page where people can purchase the product offered. Here, the title information is also supported by pricing information and can include optional fields of information such as product description, currency, availability, etc. Below is an example of a product pin. By the way, if you run a Shopify site, Pinterest has built in some rich pin features that will make your content posting less time consuming, so be sure to check out those shortcuts. Next, we have recipe rich pins. Here's an example. Recipe pins allow you to cleanly present such information as ingredients, cooking times, and instructions, and can be an excellent way to bring people to you and your site when used creatively. So don't ignore Pinterest as a place to build awareness for your business venture. There are literally millions of people surfing this site, and you can bring customers to you by building a presence for yourself on the platform. That's all for this lecture. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to this lecture, which I title Create a Google Plus account and Create Niche-Related Collections. Google Plus is one of the most important internet platforms you should be using to promote your business, yet often people overlook it as it is not viewed as being as mainstream as Facebook or Twitter. However, there are still millions of people that visit this platform daily, and your content can get found if you know how to work it. Another great benefit to the platform is that it dramatically improves your visibility within the Google search engine by posting here. So it is not a platform to be overlooked, but a place to strategically place content. Google indexes and stores the data it receives in your post titles, descriptions, YouTube video links, and anchor text links that you enter here. And they look here for additional useful content when they are trying to answer search queries made of the Google search engine. This content helps them to see your website as being more of an authority location where links to your site are included in your posts. This also helps your site's quality score when you are advertising and renders your site higher within their system when people are making search queries. So let's take a closer look at how Google Plus works and how you can use it as a showcase for your business. You can do a Google search to find and set up an account for your business using what I recommend, the same Google Gmail email address and password that you're using for all your other Google applications that you might be using. This process is made easier if you're using a Chrome browser, as then you only have to click on the 9-dot square at the top right of the browser, which stores all of the cornerstone Google application icons that you may be using. Find the Google Plus one and just click it to open up the Google Plus application. Once in, complete your profile, which will include setting up your background photo, your about information, links to your sites, and social media locations that you can be found on, etc. Within Google Plus, you can make public posts and you can set up collections of your content. These are like file folders on your computer, so you can create groups of posts on single topics within your account. Google registers these collection titles that you create and uses this knowledge about you to learn more about who you are and to see how active you are on the internet. The more you create and post within Google Plus, the more it helps you. Over time, you will have created a number of collections which will give you presence within the Google search engine for more and more keywords and keyword phrases that searchers would be using to find their content. Looking within a personally owned collection to view existing posts there, as shown by this example, you will see highlighted in blue links to other online site locations that I own that people reading my posts can click to find my business locations and take advantage of things like sales promotions that I create. Notice that my use of hashtags within the first post here. Google Plus uses hashtags, and when you use them, if those hashtags are entered within Google Plus by someone making a keyword query, your posts will become part of the content that appears after they hit enter, the most current posts being displayed first in their query results. Using hashtags is a great way of spreading your presence within the Google Plus system. As you create posts, the first link you enter within the post pulls in displayable content from that link location. Again, looking at this first post, you see that I started with a link location and it pulled in the image below and related title text, which it placed in bold lettering right above it. Now, if a person were to click on that image, they would find it is in effect a link to the site whose location I had entered above. And you are taken there to view that content when you click on it. Once you have a post in place on your account, you are also able to share it with others and repost it as many times as you want to Google communities. These are like clubs or groups of people with common interests. Many of these groups will require their approval when you join them, so be prepared for that. Each can also contain its own set of rules for posting, content, and comments made, so be sure to understand each community's rule before you post, as otherwise you might find yourself unsubscribed and unable to post to that community in the future. Clicking on the Discover button brings you to screens where you can view posts on popular topics. Here you can also do searches to be taken to additional topics if you don't see what you want there. Each topic you explore contains posts by people who have posted within their own collections and within certain hashtags that they have entered within their posts. By the way, clicking on a hashtag you have used within your own post will take you to that topic and related posts within Google Plus itself. To create your own posts, you usually will find one of your related collections and go into it to select the Create Post circle icon. A pop-up window appears that allows you to type, insert links, images, etc. Creating posts are very easy to do and only take a few seconds to finish. When posted, all can see it across Google Plus, and they would also be placed in the post feeds of your followers, giving them an additional opportunity to view your latest information. Note that you can also, from within YouTube itself, directly import videos that you create into Google+. My first post here is one such posting. The video link is inserted and the post shows the video within it automatically, so that you can click on it and play it right here, right within Google+. Note, you can then edit the post here as well and add hashtags to it as well if you desire to, thus spreading the presence of your video throughout Google+. Notice the collage of posts on this next image. Posts that say public were done directly from member accounts and not from within collections that you have set up within your account. When you view my video posts on this page, if you were to look under my name, you will see highlighted in blue underneath it the name of my collection that I had posted this video to. If you were to click on that title, it would take you to my collection within my account, where you could view more of my content and possibly go further and go to my websites and other online locations. This next slide shows the same video that I created and shared within Google Plus from within the YouTube search engine. See how it stands out on page 1 of a related Google search? It made it to page 1 of a search, returning 9.5 million results. Posting like this works. That's all for this lecture. Bye for now. Welcome to Thoughts on Publishing Articles. Possibly the greatest benefit I think you'll obtain from writing and publishing articles online would be the following. First, exposure. The first benefit is to gain exposure for you and your thoughts and expertise in the public domain. This has value to you in a number of ways. People who view what you have written may like your content and how you write, and you may be able to obtain some contract writing work from them as people read your material. They may wish to read future articles from you as you gain followers. Back traffic. Your written articles usually allow you to advertise yourself and your website or blog at the end of the article in some format. This can get you traffic back to those sites where you have an opportunity to showcase products you may be selling, or even to get you some additional ad revenue from Google AdSense or another advertiser you're working with. Sharing of information. This is a medium that allows you to share nuggets of information with others. If you wish to help others with some aspect of their lives, whether it be how to do something, review of a product, travel, recipe ideas, etc., this gives you the opportunity to share what you've learned with others on a global scale. Career writing. Working through writing a number of articles could be the springboard that leads you to a future writing career. Article writing could lead to contract writing for affiliated writing contracts with a corporation or a news agency, and even ultimately to a job, either as a writer or as a publisher, editor, etc., in the writing profession. There's no telling where you might end up once you get started. Lastly, the articles you create could become chapters in a future book you might also write, with some tweaking, of course, to ensure you complement the flow of the book. But this work completed could also lead to some published book revenues for you in your future as well. There are a few other things to think about as you start writing and publishing your article. The first thought about is, where do I publish them? I have some thoughts in this matter as I've tried different online publishing services with varying degrees of success. First, some companies promise electronic distribution of your articles to various news services. My experience with these services is somewhat skeptical, as I do have an IT information systems development background. I know that to automatically push an article to a third-party service electronically usually requires the company to build what is known as an application programming interface, or API, with them. This takes time to build, and the third parties often change their interface specifications, so you constantly have to monitor and update the APIs you've built with them to ensure they keep working. Secondly, you can get these third parties to pull the documents from your database, but this means exactly the reverse. You have to publish your API specifications for them on your website, and then they have to build the interfaces in order to pull the documents from you. So there's a lot of work on that part of things to get at your documents. And then you have to make these work with many online publishers, and not just one, to be deemed a credible distribution service. Testing this theory in recent times, I have signed up with a few of these services and started publishing my documents with them. I found the articles I gave them got very few views, except for when I was promoting them from my own sites manually and using my own pin buttons or products like Buffer or Hootsuite to get them out to social platforms like Twitter, Pinterest, or Google+. So this means the flow was to publish on the distributor platform first, then push them myself to social media platforms, and then hopefully get them viewed and have someone click on the link at the end of each article to take them to my website, where I could finally start showcasing something for them in terms of products or ads that they might actually purchase from me. I learned I was far better off taking one of the following two approaches with articles that I wrote. First, partner directly with online newspapers and magazines who would then directly showcase my articles to their customer base so I could get the desired and widened exposure I wanted. Also, put the articles directly on my website or blog where I had showcaseable and purchasable items and ads so that anyone wanting to read the ads went directly there. Note, this had the added benefit that I would receive a revenue share from the ads rather than giving this ad revenue to the article distributor, who wasn't doing that much for me distribution-wise in any event. So here's what I do now with articles. I publish them, and it is making a significant and positive difference in both my traffic to my website and to my Google AdSense revenue numbers. Hopefully, these thoughts are useful to you, and I wish you the best of luck with your content creation efforts and your online business. Bye for now.